Hello and welcome back to Let's Run Facebook Ads podcast with me, Nick Boddington, your host. Coming back to you with some expert advice on Facebook advertising, Facebook ads. It's changing a lot, isn't it? I know it's hard enough for us experts to actually keep on top of what's going on this platform, let alone people like yourselves who are trying to run businesses and know that you need to do some advertising and you've chosen Facebook ads. So I'm here to help and I hope I can. Today I want to talk about lead forms compared to website leads. It's a story that I keep on coming back to more and more and more. I think there's quite a few podcasts in my library talking about lead forms and getting leads on Facebook and what's best to do it. I still don't have an actual definitive answer of what's best, because every 2 or 3 months Facebook does something and makes them better again. So we start using them, and I really hope that they carry on. I want instant forms in Facebook to work really, really well. And they are for some of my clients, and I'm going to explain some of the things I'm seeing and when to use it, when not to. So, what's a Facebook instant form? A Facebook instant form is Facebook's take on building a form within the platform that when a consumer clicks your ad, which is a lead ad, a Facebook form will fill in, make it really, really simple for that person to fill in the form, and that goes straight through, well, you can set it up to go straight through to email or as API into a CRM or into an Excel spreadsheet. Nice and easy, get a lead, comes through to your email, call it, do some business. As if the world was as if it was all that easy, wouldn't it be brilliant? What I've been moaning about in the past 12 months is the fact that I think Meta is covered in bots, robots, people who steal your information, spam, all this sort of stuff. Now, how do I know that? Because I've got clients who complain to hell about instant forms and the rubbish that comes through. I've lost clients because of instant forms and the rubbish that comes through. And unfortunately, those particular clients are smallish businesses. They haven't got landing pages set up. They wanted to do instant forms. Leads were coming through, and you're looking at Ads Manager and going, hey, a lead's come through, and it's come through at £5 a lead. Perfect. Clients can love this. When they call the numbers, no one answers. When they send emails to them, no one replies. I've done a lead campaign recently for some of our own products and services, and we've had some awful spammy stuff back, like really horrible racist names. It's just a load of rubbish, right? And it makes you as an advertiser, because I do this so much for different clients, I get a real bugbear for that particular service on the platform, because I just think it's a load of crap, okay? Because I'm seeing a load of crap. What's changed in the last couple of months? In the last couple of months, or even less, I've had a couple of clients who have been doing website leads, okay? A website lead is, as it says, we either send the traffic to their website from the ad and they go to a contact us page, or we go a little bit more in depth and we send it to a landing page which looks like the client's website, where it doesn't have the idea of a landing page is you can't click anywhere. The idea is that they land there, they fill in the name, email address and telephone number, and press submit, and you've got them as a lead, okay? And they've been working really well. They always have worked really well, okay? The only reason we stopped doing this was because of the opt-in problem we had with Apple on the iOS 14, where Apple basically said, if they're on an Apple device, you can't share my details back with Meta or the other platforms. Created a bit of a problem, so our tracking capabilities went out, advertisers shut themselves, and we weren't able to do anything, okay? So Meta jumped on it. I'm going to fix this for you, everyone. We're going to do instant forms. I know it's already here. No one really uses them anymore, but we're going to make them brilliant to fix your problems. And it was the only thing we had as a go-to. And they were okay. But over the last couple of months, a few of my clients said, we want to get our lead cost down. Everything's great, but we want to get our lead cost down. What about these instant forms? And I've gone, oh, wait. These instant forms, it's a load of rubbish, a load of bots come through. And they've gone, well, for 50 quid, let's just throw some money at it and see what happens. One particular client threw some money at it, and it was running hours, and some leads started coming through. And we'd set it up through Zapier, so their particular department of their business gets the leads come through. and they said, look, we've got new salespeople coming in, send it to me, who's the boss and his associate, send them to us, let's see how they are, we'll do it for 7 days, and when the new people come in, we can decide where we want to go. Now, bear in mind, they're paying £37 for a website lead. It's good quality, setting appointments, perfect. And you know, they're selling some pretty high-end consumer stuff, so they're happy to pay 37 quid for a lead, right? Another podcast altogether on how much you should pay for a lead. Happy to pay for a lead. We send it the instant form one, and it drops down to like 11 quid, 10, 11 quid. Happy days. So I'm dubious, I'm sitting on the fence, I'm like, okay, well, we're seeing these leads come in, a couple of hours go by, a couple more leads come in. It's like, wow, this is really good. Like, leads are actually coming in. 7 days follow saying, how are those leads going? The client said, we've had 24 leads come through, and I've had 8 appointments set up to go around to the houses to talk about £10,000 product for their house. Amazing. The client is over the moon. Turn these up. We're now spending 100 quid a day on leads for this client to fill into his growing sales team, and we're having no problems. Working so well that they've set up another call because they now want to look at another product or service and create leads for that. We've actually turned off the website leads. Let's go to another client. They do a landing page, and they spend a lot of time optimizing this landing page. A lot of work's gone into this by the client, okay? But at the same time, we run instant forms. So let's say I'd say we're probably spending $200 a day on the website, going to the website landing page, and we're probably spending $60 a day on instant forms. The instant forms are coming through at around about $10 a lead, and the website leads are coming through at about $25 a lead. So there's a difference. But on the back end, because we've been working this quite a while, about 2 months, every week we're able to see by the UTMs we're setting up which ones are closing business. And the instant forms are closing business, but just not at a conversion rate of the website leads. So I've got 2 clients here, 2 different sectors altogether, and one's working, they're both getting something from them, but one is working considerably better. So that's where I'm on the fence. I can't advise you what to do, okay? And the thing is, because of a lot of my listeners have smaller budgets, you're all doing advertising, and there are lots of different strategies. It's easy to try all these different strategies out when your client says there's 400 quid a day, okay? We can try loads of strategies out. When you're having to make a decision on something, I would say, with a conversation I had yesterday, actually today with someone, he doesn't want to spend any time building landing pages, just got to this. I said, let's just see how instant forms goes, because it can answer a few things, right? Let's say he gets loads of rubbish and it's really crap leads. We know that the copy he's writing is resonating because it's getting good click-through rates. We know what images and video are working because they're getting good click-through rates, they're getting good hook rates and hold rates and views, and etc., etc. So by only investing a small amount of time, 20 minutes setting up an instant form, we now know that even though the form is producing leads and they're crap, we know the rest of the setup is good because it's producing leads. Then I would advise him, he could then set up a landing page and spend a bit more time, half a day, day's work, or have someone else do it for him, build a landing page, because we know the ad is going to send through leads. They're just going to close on a landing page. So, because a landing page is going to cost you money and time to build. So an instant form is a good way of testing out the marketplace. That's what I would advise anyone. There are other things that have come up with this. So to get around these bots, Facebook is saying, we're going to send a text to the person. So when that person fills in the lead form, before you get the lead, you can click a little button now as you're building the ad, which says, we'll send them a text. Facebook will send them a text to say, did you do this lead? Did you fill in this lead form for Ads Clinic? Yes, I did. Great, now I get the lead. So it's getting around the bots, it's getting around the spam. I'm only going to get a lead and pay for a lead once Metric's done its due diligence after that lead form's been submitted. Is it working? I don't know really, because every account that I'm testing it on, after I spent enough of a test budget, I'm not getting any leads coming through, which means that the leads that it was finding are spammy because no one's answering the text message from Meta to say, yes, we got this lead. So I've kind of ruled that one out at the moment. There's another one that happens where the instant form afterwards, you can say, what do you want to do after they've submitted the form? Do you want to start a conversation in WhatsApp? Do you want to start a conversation in Instagram DMs? Haven't tried that yet because none of my clients or myself need that particular service. So Meta is trying to do things to try and overcome and combat this problem they've got that myself as an advertiser on multiple accounts sees a lot. I know as individuals, if you have the problem, you're going to hate it. If you don't have the problem, you're going to go, the instant forms are great. But me seeing it as a cumulative system in my agency, not hugely sold. I've got more clients who get more results from web leads than instant forms, but the clients who do get good leads from instant forms absolutely love them. So that's where I am on it. I would say you're still going to do a lot better by getting website leads. They're going to be more expensive than instant forms. But if you're in a position to try both and you already know your videos work, your copy works and everything like that, go for both. Do a bit of a split test and see what happens. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one.